There is a trend among parents in Nigeria to get their children to finish school way before the supposed time. The current educational system that is operated in Nigeria is the 934 system of education, which has 9 years of basic and compulsory education from primary to junior secondary school 3, then 3 years of senior secondary school, followed by 4 years of university. What has become commonplace is for pupils to spend about 3 to 4 years in what should have been 6 years of primary school, and then 3 to 4 years in what should have been 6 years of both junior and senior secondary school. It therefore means instead of 12 years of education, they are now doing about 6 to 8 years in a now new competition among parents to get their children to finish school as quickly as possible. It is the new bragging right. For children who are exceptionally brilliant with high IQs, being rushed through school is a necessary process to keep up with their level of intelligence. But for the average or just brilliant child, it can be a nightmare. And many children end up not reaching the potentials they would have otherwise reached if they had been allowed to develop at a regular pace and robbed of their childhood in the process. In many countries, children start schools at a particular age, and skipping classes are not allowed, except where the child is extremely brilliant, and they have to demonstrate this by getting high scores way above those older than they are. Here in Nigeria, there are no regulations, and parents decide the number of years children spend in school. Instead of the government banning students under 18 from writing the West African Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination and the National Examination Council, the focus should be on ensuring they stay the requisite years in school, getting the necessary education they need to get. A child that starts primary 1 at the age of 5 will be 17 when they are done with secondary school. So there will be no need for the law, and we can just tweak.
Hey, you saw that. Let me even remove my glasses, for this conversation is really very serious, and I want you guys to look at my eyes very well. We have a problem in Nigeria. I know there was a lot of, fuss and all of that when the Minister of Education made that announcement. The ministry made that announcement and said that, anybody under the age of 18 will not be allowed to write JAMB, WAEC, and all of that. Yes, Nigerian government has a way of doing things, especially when it's solving a problem. It doesn't look at it very well and articulate the policies the way they're supposed to be. But I can tell you something. We have a huge epidemic on our hands. It's a pandemic. Parents are pushing their children way faster than the children should go. I don't know what the problem is. It's all this thing of pride, like I said in that video. It's my advocacy. It's a thing of pride for them to say, oh, my child finished law at the age of 14. My child finished law at the age of 16. There are certain people, very exceptional people, maybe they are less than 0.1% of humanity. They are extremely brilliant. Their IQs is out of this world. Those kind of children, you can't hold them back. Sometimes by the age of 8, they are even finishing university. They are doing this thing. Those are exceptional. What we have is that parents are pushing average intelligence children, or slightly intelligent children, or intelligent, not the exceptional ones, pushing them through the school system, not allowing them to go to finish the school. Private schools, they'll just do. Some of them, I have a lot of friends whose children have never done SS3 or SS2. Well, what's the problem? Where are you rushing the child to? Like I always say to my children, calm down. You have from 18 to the rest of whatever years God has given you for you to be an adult. You see that 0 to 18, enjoy your being a child. And I think some of them took it too much. They're enjoying being a child just too much anyways. But I've always said, don't be in a hurry. Even like when it comes to dressing, you're putting your 5-year-old, you are giving her halter neck, you are giving her crop top, you're giving her this, you're doing hairstyle that is this, you are putting wig. Some people are putting eyelashes in children that are girls are like 3, 4. Where are you rushing them to? Doing long, they will do this thing and get tired. So allow them. The same way, schooling is not just about the education. It's not just about the fact that your child is going to get there and pass, especially in the Nigerian system where there's no critical thinking. It's still mostly about read, pass, you will get an A. Getting an A, I tell you, is the simplest, as long as you're ready to sit down. So what we have now is that these children are denied their childhood. Some of them, there's one that was complaining, have never played, doesn't know what it is to go and be with, just play as a child, because they had to read. They were always being pushed to be ahead. And there are some of them that actually leave university what the potential that they would have come out with, added with the maturity. Because being in university, going to school, it's not just about you knowing the book, it's also about the potential that you're supposed to have, the maturity you're supposed to bring in, being able to make decisions under this thing, under pressure with other people, being able to stand on your own and being able to critically think, being able to comprehend it. It's a whole lot of vibes combined together that makes up this amazing adult that you want to have out there in the society. Not just the one that just puts heads down, read, cram, solve, gets A. Hello, A is not the end of the world. So please, parents, it is, like I said in that advocacy, even though it wasn't the time wasn't enough to express myself. That's why I'm doing this here now, to say what the government should focus on is ensuring that this jumping that parents are not allowed to do it. You can't go, your child can't leave primary 4 and go to secondary school. They must finish 5, they must finish 6. Even for a good number of the ones that you see them jumping, you find out that they are still in that class while they're doing other ones. And I'll give you an example with the British system of education. You can be in primary 3, but you're actually doing, maybe if it's maths, English, or whatever, of someone that is in primary, that is in GS1. They do it. So there's a way they call it, I can't remember now because my kids were, so they have different categories for the classes. So you can be in the same class with someone, but you're actually not doing the same thing. So you see, while they're still moving the child, they've not given that child double promotion, but they're using the ability of the child to gauge the child so that the child doesn't feel held back. So you can, for example, especially, and they do that, I think mostly like in maths and English, they do that in all the other subjects also. So you are all in the same class, but the maths you are doing is that of somebody in 2-3 class ahead of you, but you're still mingling with your classmates, you're still going on with your classmates, you're still learning that maturity, you're still going with your age mates. So that sort of like helps. Not the one that you just carry a child, pam, the child is just barely, finishing primary 3, pam, you move that child to GS1, and then the child is with people who are like 3-4 years older than they are. How do you expect, how are they coping? And the worst part of it is that this kind of kids, even the kids that are exceptional, they need special care. They need your attention. You need to be there for them. Most parents don't do that. They just dump them in the university and all their business. Oh, my child is not in the university. Oh yeah, she's not in the university. Oh, she's in level 3. Oh, she's just 15. She's in level 3. That's all they care about. They don't care about the social, well-being of that child, the psychological well-being of that child, the emotional well-being of that child. What conversation are you with the child? Are you constantly talking with the child? Are you finding out what is happening in his or her life? How they're coping with their lecturers? Are there certain nuances that the child has not understood because of the age? So it's a whole lot of things combined together, not just about forcing your child, to go there. I used to have a friend who entered university at the age of 15, and this was during a time where, most people were entering university at the age of 18, 19, 20, 20 something, and very brilliant lady. But unfortunately, when she came into university, there was no support at all. Her parents, I think her father was late at that time. Her mother wasn't educated enough. In short, we know our parents now at that time. They really didn't know that kids needed support, that kind of a support. And she found herself in a place where there's so much freedom. Nobody says anything to you. You do what you want to do, really, in the university. And in the first 2 years, I think 2-3 years, she was just playing, and literally came out with a 3rd class. This is someone who is a first class material, first class brain, ended up with a 3rd class just because maybe she passed exam early, and and she was pushed. So please, parents, there's no hurry in life. My pikin better pass your pikin no mean anything. Your generator wey better pass my generator e mean anything. So please, let your children be children. They only have 18 years to be kids. The moment they hit 18, they are adult. They will start adulting. So please, like what was it yesterday? Yesterday my daughter sent me a picture. I said, so I'm adulting. I said, welcome to the world of adult, because she was going for her work, for her job. That's my youngest child. She was going for her work, and she just took a picture of her lunch box and drink that she had. I'm like, that's adulting, but just give them. And this is the thing you'll be doing for the rest of, if you have long life, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, you'll be doing this thing. So why are we pushing children? Please let children be children. Parents, please allow your children to finish school. And where government should focus on is ensuring that children enter school at a certain age and they follow the process through. Those that are exceptional, let them be picked out and then allowed to, and if possible, like what they usually do with the British system, they can still remain in their classes while they are taking work or further classes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.